Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out AmItheA whole. Story 1. AITA for asking my roommate to get my packages off the porch since he works from home and I don't. Edited to add, I'm Canadian, not American. Marijuana is legal here and so is mailing it. My roommate also smokes it and doesn't object to it. EDA number 2. Since his room and home office are on opposite sides of the front door and his windows open up onto the porch, and I do favors like let him use my car and be on my insurance, I figured this wasn't a big ask. Though I might be wrong. I want to know if I'm being the asshole here, or if my roommate is wrong. I'm a government contractor and the nature of my work means I can't work from home. My roommate exclusively works from home. When I get a package delivered and I'm at work, I'll text my roommate after I get the delivery notification and ask him to get the package off the porch. But most of the time he never does. I'll get home and the package will still be on the porch. I would say 99% of the time he doesn't get it before I get home. It's not an excessive amount, or multiple ones a day. I'm talking less than 3 in a month. I also don't expect him to immediately jump up and run to the porch, just whenever he has a minute. He always says he'll do it and then he never does. But if he orders something he immediately goes to get it when it's delivered. Even if he's in the middle of work he'll drop everything to get it. My roommate says I'm being demanding by expecting him to go get it. I'm worried about porch pirates even though it isn't a huge problem here, because it does happen sometimes. I try to get the packages redirected or delivery delayed until I'm home, but that's not always possible. I especially worry about them getting stolen when my sister sends me some joints. She grows her own marijuana and will roll it into joints for me and mail them to me. I think it's common courtesy, but my roommate says it's not. If I worked from home and anyone I lived with didn't, I would get their packages off the porch, but my roommate says I'm wrong to expect it, and if I ask and he doesn't go get it, it shouldn't be a big deal even if he replied and told me he would. We've argued about this. Story 2. AITA for telling my parents that I don't want to marry anyone. I, 18F, and mom and dad, 50F and 54M, were out to lunch one day and they started to talk to me about settling down. My first thought was, I'm 18, I just turned 18, why would I want to marry anyone now? I haven't even dated yet. However, I decided to hear them out. Their reasoning was that because I was young I should find myself a nice Christian gentleman to marry. I tried to politely tell them that I didn't want to get married for career reasons, I want to become a surgeon and simply don't want to focus on a relationship, but they kept insisting. The final straw for me was when they told me that I had to marry a good Christian man so they could know that I was on the right path. My parents are very religious. I finally snapped at them and told them that I didn't want to get married young and don't think I will ever get married. They won't talk to me right now and I've talked to my friends about the situation and some of them are saying AITA because my parents have done so much for me that I should just follow their wishes. But others say that my parents are being a bit too pushy towards something I can experience on my own timeline. What do you guys think? Story 3. AITA for defending my girlfriend for selling something inappropriate to a minor. Throw away. My girlfriend, 23, and I, 23, have been dating for 3 years. She's from Kenya and has been making beautiful beaded jewelry, necklaces, anklets, bracelets, waist beads etc., as a side hustle for almost 4 years. My sister is 19 years older than me. Her oldest daughter, Lisa, is 17. Without exaggeration, my sister is extremely strict. She doesn't allow her daughters to wear certain hairstyles, wear ripped jeans, talk with boys, even a simple hi can get them in trouble. I don't like her parenting style at all. I think it's alienating and controlling. As much as I don't like it, I can't really force her to change. I can only provide support to the kids if they need it. 2 weeks ago, Lisa ordered waistbands from my girlfriend. My girlfriend texted Lisa multiple times for pickup, but Lisa never responded. She thought it was a little odd for her to abandon it, especially after she paid for it, but my girlfriend didn't think too much of it. This is important to the story. My girlfriend and I don't live together. She's over often, but we don't stay together. 2 days ago, my sister showed up at my apartment, furious, at 10 p.m. She is banging at my door, screaming so loud I'm afraid she'll wake up the neighbors. When I opened the door, she immediately pushed past me and started searching for my girlfriend, who doesn't live with me. She's yelling and tipping things over. She seems unhinged. My sister is screaming about how my girlfriend was turning Lisa into a slut, and an African prostitute. Again, my girlfriend and I don't live together, so I'm confused on how my sister expected to find her. At this point, I'm appalled and extremely angry with my sister. I tell her to stop acting like a deranged animal, and leave my house before I take serious action. She listens and leaves, but not before cursing me out. Next morning, my girlfriend and I wake up to a series of texts from my sister, forbidding my girlfriend from having any communication with Lisa. If she does, she'll call the police. Also, asking my girlfriend to apologize for selling such indecent items. I don't want to apologize. My sister came and trashed my house and I don't want to be forced to concede. However, Lisa emailed, I'm assuming her mum monitors her texts now, me, begging me to apologize to help smooth things over. I feel like apologizing will really help Lisa. AITA? Story 4. AITA for expecting my husband to come to a pregnancy-related doctor's appointment with me. This is so dumb, but my husband, 39M, told me, 38F, to ask and said I'll be told I'm totally in the wrong, so here it goes. I'm 26 weeks pregnant. My husband and I keep separate bank accounts. My husband has been to all the appointments so far. I pay for the apps, all the baby stuff needed, all food I consume, which has become a lot as of late. I fully planned and paid the 2.5K for the co-ed baby shower party we're having. His responsibilities that are baby related were painting the nursery white, putting together the crib and dresser and emptying the cat's litter box because I'm not allowed. We both work full-time from home, share cooking duties, clean up after ourselves, and I pay for a housekeeper to do a deeper clean every other week. I'm going through all the effects of pregnancy which suck, 9 months of things like morning sickness, getting fat, exhaustion, etc. on top of having to give up a ton, sushi, deli meat, caffeine, alcohol, etc. This whole time he's been eating sushi 1 to 2 times a week, knowing it annoys me, but I don't say he's not allowed, and when we go out he'll have some drinks. Sure, you're not pregnant. The other day I took a test and came back that I may have pregnancy-related diabetes. This is pretty common, and they need me to come in this Sunday to do a 3-hour test. I tell my husband we can go when we wake up, to which he says he shouldn't be forced to go. I tell him if it wasn't for pregnancy, I wouldn't have to be doing this, so yes, he needs to go w/me so I'm not sitting there for hours alone while he sits at home, sleeps in and then spends the day playing his Xbox. He said that he already goes to the other appointments, which is more than most dads do. I tell him he doesn't get a medal for doing the minimum of what a dad/husband should be doing for their wife/kid. Note: for any non-pregnancy apps or urgent care visits I never ask him to come with me. Also, if he had work-related reasons not to go, then I would be okay with that, but he doesn't. I'm apparently being irrational, and maybe I am, so I ask, am I the asshole for telling him he has to go with me on Sunday? Story 5. AITA for not letting my mom walk with me at graduation. My 17M high school grad ceremony happened last week. A month ago, my friend was telling me how he wants his mom to walk with him at graduation because she never got a chance to graduate herself because she had him and had to immigrate to America, and sacrificed prospects of her education to take care of him and her husband. Okay, fair enough, I get where that's coming from. My mom heard about this and started hinting that she would like it if I did the same thing. I didn't think that would be suitable because my understanding is this is something for parents that weren't able to graduate themselves so they can experience it. My mom graduated high school, college, and grad school, so I don't feel it's applicable. I asked her why she wanted that to understand where she's coming from, and she said that she took care of me, helped support me throughout school, etc., so she feels she should be recognized for that, and plus she's an immigrant like my friend's mom. At the risk of sounding ungrateful, I feel like that's just what a parent's supposed to do? To clarify, I am grateful, but it's not above and beyond to the level of sacrificing your own career and education to take care of others. My dad thought I should just let her in order to avoid a fight, but I didn't feel it would be right, so I said no. Since graduation, my mom has been upset at me for not letting her walk with me. The situation is honestly confusing. AITA? Story 6. AITA for knowingly letting my mom's boyfriend get food poisoning. I, 24M, am visiting my mom, 54, for a couple of days. Yesterday evening I was in the kitchen preparing a chicken dish. My mom's boyfriend, 55, came into the kitchen to prepare a salad and asked me if he could use the cutting board. The cutting board and knife were still soaked with chicken juice and had tiny bits of raw chicken on it, so I obviously said no, that he should use the spare one. I was still busy with cooking, but had planned to clean both by hand and then put it in the dishwasher. I am very cautious about food safety, especially regarding chicken, and I would not have let him use the board, even if he cleaned it by hand. Since I don't trust meat-contaminated tools, if they weren't in the dishwasher. My mom's boyfriend on the other hand does not believe in food poisoning. He never had it, so obviously it can't exist. I don't know why he is so unreasonable regarding this topic, since he is not like that with other stuff. He is not anti-vax or anything, it's just food safety he doesn't believe in. He still insisted on using the cutting board and knife. I reminded him of salmonella, to which he just sighed, "You and your salmonella." I replied that if he wants to use it then fine, if he cleans it, it may not be up to my cleaning standards, but I don't have to eat that salad. Well, that man did not intend to clean the cutting board, he wanted to cut the vegetables, that he wanted to eat raw, on the dirty cutting board, with the dirty knife. I immediately told him that he cannot do that and we had a heated discussion. This was not the first time we had a fight about food safety and I have more than once refused to eat anything he had prepared. In the past I had grabbed the kitchen utensils out of his hand and ensured that he could not do stupid like that. But this time I was already exhausted from having such a stupid discussion. I was also caught off guard, because he never attempted something so unsafe before. So I thought, fine, if he wants to give himself salmonella so badly, then I will not stop him. I just warned my mom how he prepared said salad, she did not eat it, and let him eat his food hazard. You can probably guess what happened next. It's the next day and as expected, he is laying sick in bed. My mom pulled me aside and told me, I should have stopped him from preparing the salad on the cutting board. That I knew what would happen and that it was cruel of me, to let him eat it. I responded, that she knew how he prepared it and could have stopped him from eating it. Her reasoning is that there was already an argument, because she refused to eat the salad herself and she did not want to cause another. I do feel bad that he is no sick, but I tried to talk him out of it and I don't think I should have to physically stop him from doing something stupid like that. On the other hand, I do feel like an asshole for letting him go trough with it. So am I the asshole? That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.